Earthlings! It's me, Magical Princess, Angel of Justice, Protector of the peace-loving planet of Rabu Faru, at your service. Almost messed up my introduction, it's been so long since I've streamed. Hello, Dark Shadow. I hope your iPad holds on for a little longer. 8% is pretty low. And I see that I had some questions left by Matthew Wilson before our stream, so we'll answer those in a little bit, but let's get set up on our art project for the day first. Alright. So, I made this holiday hat last year, and I'd like to use it again this year for a convention that I'm doing in about 7 days, I think. And I want to make the hat actually move with me this year. First, I'm just giving it a little bit of a more vibrant color so it doesn't blend in with my hair. So we're going to be cutting this for use with Live2D so that it can actually move around and jiggle with my head instead of just being a sticker that I slap on and it just kind of like floats around. So that should be fun. So first we're going to fix up the art for rigging, and then we're going to switch over to Live2D to actually rig. So it might be a little laggy at that point, but we'll do our best. I think I might have fixed some things since last time, though. Disabled some programs I didn't need and things like that, so I'm hoping that it's smoother. Oh, Matthew Wilson, hello! Okay. Well, I'll answer your question since you are here. Matthew wanted to know if I make... Okay. Let me figure out what's going on here. Alright. If I make the PSD of a Live2D model out of Photoshop images instead of drawings, would that be significantly harder for the rigger to rig, and why? The detail got me declined a freely offered rig job. I think it depends on what kind of Photoshop images. If it was like supposed to be a realistic images, like more realistic than cartoony, it could have been more difficult. I see here that you say the job included a square-headed figure, which they already clarified they were interested in rigging and told me how to prepare it. So made of Photoshop images, square-headed. So it was probably more cartoony then. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wish I had an answer for you. Unfortunately, I don't know all the details, and I don't know, you know, what this rigger likes to do and what they don't. Because I think, different riggers definitely have different specialties or things they enjoy doing, and for some reason, maybe they just didn't end up feeling like doing this stone, though it is a little weird they already told you that they would and then they didn't, so that's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. I would love to know more about what kind of realistic square-head VTuber Photoshop thing you're working on, though. It sounds like an interesting project. Oh, Dark Shadow, watching very late again. Oh. I hope that you're getting enough sleep. Matthew, a photo scan of a real object. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know, maybe they thought they could do it, but then when they looked at the files, they felt it was too complex, perhaps? Oh no. I wish I had some sleeping tips for you, but I don't. Unfortunately. I'm trying to... It's been so long since I've touched this file, and I'm like, what is happening here? So... Alright, there we go. This is like a very glittery Santa hat. Oh no! I'm sorry you've been unwell. That's too bad. I wish I could help. I'm pretty useless, I think. All I can say is that that's too bad and I'm sorry, but I really do feel for you and wish I could help. Matthew says, I wish I could be more specific, but as you can see, I haven't made an anonymous account yet. True. Well, I am very curious, and I understand you wanna keep things secret. Your VTube identity is secret. Alright, this hat is looking a little bit more detailed now. Really bad coughing and throat pains. Oh no. That doesn't sound good at all. I don't know if a trip to the doctor's in order. I definitely don't like going to the doctor myself, but there's definitely some sicknesses that you can't recover from on your own. Yay! I'm glad that my streams help in some way. Okay, I'm gonna use a different strategy than I normally do, I think, for rigging this one, since I didn't draw it specifically to be Live2D. Usually I would draw things in all their layers, but instead, I think I'm going to use the cutting method, since this is an older artwork, and but who knows how it'll turn out. I honestly might just redraw it, so we shall see. Matthew says, it's sort of like a model of a hand puppet with a squarish head. That sounds fun! Must be a really unique VTuber. Actually, I'm just gonna do this as I normally would. It might take longer, but I don't trust myself enough for that rigging method. So we're gonna... try to see where all the different parts are, so... to do this successfully, I'll just take off all the top layers so that I can see what's going on underneath with my base colors. Alright. Oh, Dark Shadow says, my ribs were hurting earlier from coughing, which isn't good. No, that isn't good at all. I remember once, I was sick like that. I had to go and get antibiotics. It's never a nice feeling. But I'm glad that watching helps. You know, sometimes I wish my viewer base was a little bigger, but I do love that it's small enough where I can interact with people one-on-one, and I get to know your, I was gonna say your faces, but that's not really it. Your little profile images and names. So, I guess it's a good thing that my viewer base is small. It also makes me happy that a lot of my viewer base tend to start to recognize other people that come into the streams too. Makes me happy. Alright, we've got our first thing blocked out, which is our little star. So I'm gonna grab everything related to the star. I'm doing something pretty interesting coming up here soon. Going to be doing another convention where I kind of like interact live with people, except for this time I bought a 50-inch TV for it, so pretty exciting stuff. I've got to do the... Oh no, not 1%! Well, farewell if I don't get to say goodbye. I feel like my phone has been dying really fast recently, but it's probably because I dropped it. The screen is cracked. But surprisingly, I have an iPhone that I use for facial tracking, and that thing dies all the time, and I never turn it on. That I use it for a stream, and then I use it for another stream a week later, and it's dead. Well, I'll definitely post videos of the convention so you can be there in spirit. And, hopefully I can travel around some more soon. I don't know how far I could travel necessarily, but I've heard that there's some good conventions in Canada at least, and it'd be really fun to get out and see the world some more. I do prefer Android for a personal phone. I don't like iPhones at all. I find them pretty hard to use, but maybe that's because I grew up with Androids. However, iPhones do have facial tracking technology that Androids do not. And so I have my Android phone that I use on a daily basis, and then I literally bought a repurposed, really cheap iPhone from a few years back. You know, somebody didn't want it anymore. And I'm looking at it right now, and I just use it for facial tracking because it's so much better than using a webcam. It's just really funny that I use this iPhone as a designated webcam more than anything else. Yeah. Androids are just, they just feel easier to use, I guess, for one. They're easier to, move around between windows and like customize, and it's hard to transfer your files when you use an iPhone because you've got to download an app and then go through all these crazy hoops just to get the photos off your phone. So no, I don't really like iPhones that much, but they do have good facial tracking. Alright, I'm going to... trying to figure out where I want to cut off the next part here. It's probably right there. Paste. So this is kind of interesting because this is a finished drawing that I'm cutting apart. This is usually not how I do it, so I'm kind of almost doing redrawing in a way. Alright. So we're gonna take this part, and I'm also going to separate this little pom-pom on the end so we can have like extra jiggly pom-pom here. Paste. Alright. I'm just gonna want to round off the corners on this. Now, I've been doing a lot of Live2D rigging recently for 2 clients once again. Actually, 3 clients. I forgot about the last one because I finished it the other day. It was that lobster that I was rigging way back when. I'm glad you're still there, Matthew. I mean, I guess just say whatever comes to mind. If you want to ask any more questions about Live2D, I'd be happy to answer them. Yeah, so I finished that lobster, which was a lot of fun. Observation, one of us is needing to sleep, I assume, and 2 of us are working. Here's the productivity of us both. Yeah, it is nice when you have people to study and work with. I know that when I'm drawing on stream, it seems to go by pretty quickly. So if there's something that I'm dreading doing it, streaming it is always a good way to get through it. Alright, we separated the next part here. Now I'm going to turn back on all our layers, and I'm just gonna select everything and put it in here. And yay! Now we got our texture. I'm gonna erase some of this line art. Hi, Kale! That's awesome! Recently took my JLPT entry exam, Japanese proficiency test. You might have heard about it. Yeah, one of my friends is studying to take that, and I know that's really hard, so congratulations on that. I hope your results are good! Yes, I am getting in the holiday spirit, that is for sure. Excited to go to my holiday themed convention. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And I really want a cute hat to wear, and I've actually worn this hat before. I could actually put it on right now to show you. What it looks like currently. Let's find items. So this is what the hat looks like right now. Ah! Alright, that's what the hat looks like right now. But I really want it to actually move and jiggle and stuff, so that's why I'm redoing it. But it'll be very festive. Matthew has a question. Ask you anything. Can I question you about performing narrative exegesis on the passage Maya 4-1? I've got to know what exegesis is. Obviously, I'm not very smart. Let's look up what this means, and then I will give you an answer once I comprehend. Right. Alright, yeah, critical explanation or interpretation. Sure, why not? Go ahead and put it in the chat, and I'll try to sound like I'm smart and spiritual and stuff. Thanks, Akame. I'm excited for the hat to actually move instead of just being a sticker, that's for sure. So right now, I'm going to make this little puffball move. I'm especially excited about this puffball because this puffball is about to be super bouncy. It's going to be really cute. Alright, so there we go. And I realized that there's white on this layer. I need to remove it. Alright, pick up from layer. Yeah, I thought maybe I would design a new hat this year, but I do love this hat design, so I thought might as well just redo it, you know, instead of reinventing the wheel. If I like it, then just go for it again, I guess. Well, I'm glad you could stop in, even if it was for a little while. Thanks for dropping by, and good luck. Good luck with your studying. And I hope that your test turns out well. He says, I appreciate your enthusiasm. I was being sarcastic. Thanks for the good luck with the LIVE2Ding. Hey, I'm always open for a philosophical conversation, even if I'm not the most brainy person. Okay. You're welcome, Akame. Alright, little hat thing is done for the moment. Theologically, but potato. Theological, but potato. I don't 100% know what that means, but I feel like I relate. Alright, let's grab that little pom-pom. Alright, cut. And... paste. Alright, there we go. And yeah, this is actually going pretty quickly. I did already draw the art beforehand, and now I just gotta fix it up, I guess. I feel like that's probably why it's going so quickly. Like, this did not work though. It's not working. Oh, potato. Okay, yeah, I must have said the wrong thing. Well, that just goes to show that I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why this is not doing what I want it to do. I'm just gonna copy this one instead. The finished art. There. There we go. Now we have Pom-Pom. Pom-Pom will, jiggle around freely. And... alright, now I really just have to combine this last layer. Kind of cut off the extra hat section. You're not working either. What were you studying? No, I am curious. I have to finish the other side of the hat now. But yes, I finished the lobster I was working on, so I'll have to post a video of Mr. Lobster in action here soon. My client was very excited about the lobster. They won't be using it for streaming, it's just for promotional purposes, but they did get a kick out of me turning the phone to them and suddenly the lobster is moving with their voice and stuff, so that was pretty funny. And then, other than that, I've been working on my client Saffron's thing again. It's the only VTuber that I've ever done that wasn't my own artwork. She needed help to be able to rig her arms. And I was the person she thought of to do that, and since it was pretty early in my my rigging journey, I took on a model that wasn't my own art, even though I did a lot of art for additional hands and outfits and things like that by now for her. But yeah, we've been working together for a while now because she just keeps on wanting more and more things done, which is really cool, and I'm happy to kind of build on the model. The model kind of feels a little like my own thing now at this point. I pretty much re-rigged it. So I'm working right now. She's got a little pet dog that moves with her. So that's been fun. Alright. Matthew says, needing to get a narrative exegesis college assignment done by 12. Oh, I don't know what time zone you're in, but good luck. Hard. Right. Going to secure that to the layer and delete some of it. And then my other VTuber job is working on Fatal, which was my first VTuber child. But it was a half body model at the time, and now I'm making it into a full body model, which is exciting to kind of complete and also go back and fix some of my novice beginner mistakes when I did that last year. Mostly to do with the ear rigging, really. Okay, 5 for you right now. Oh good, you have time then. It's 7 for me. So get him pretty late in the evening. There's her little shadow for that star that's supposed to go there. And gotta delete this side. I gotta delete more layers than that, I suppose. I will. Let's delete the whole thing. Goes faster that way, I guess. Yes. So I'm excited for this convention that I'm going to be going to. Not only because I have that new huge TV to display my model on so I can talk to people more, but also because Holiday Matsuri is a special convention for me because it's the convention that I've been able to get into for the longest. So it was kind of like my first big convention that I went to 7 years ago. So I've been a part of this convention for many, many years now. Any good value people who do just rigging? I'm not so sure. I haven't really scoped out a a whole lot of people's prices. I did hear that there are actually surprisingly some good people on Fiverr, who just kind of, you know, do any art needed, so they don't do art themselves. So that's probably a good place to look if you're looking for, you know, just like a cheap, quick rig. And Fiverr. I will type it. So the site got its name because it used to only have people that charge $5 for services. That's changed now, but the site name has stayed. I personally also like a site called Upwork, though it's harder to see like specific prices for jobs on Upwork, but I feel like there's higher quality people on Upwork, though I'm not sure for artists, I mean, but I'm not sure how many riggers are on there or not, really. I definitely hope you find somebody else to rig your thing. It's too bad that your original rigger didn't pan out. Okay, I'm gonna do some just a whole shadow on top of this, since this is going to be hidden anyway. Oops. Alright, it's looking a little weird right now, so let's test out how our layers on top look. Not bad, I guess. Oh, because I'm magic, no, because there's a delay, when I'm talking. So, yeah, so there's like a lag, but it's built into streams, I guess, for some reason, so that would be why. So I don't know why the texture of this is different. It's bothering me. Yeah, so the lag, I guess, but it's the same reason why I'm slow to reply sometimes, because it doesn't show me what people are saying immediately either. Oops. Alright, that's it's looking pretty decent. Interstellar reference. I didn't mean it to be, but that's pretty funny. I love that movie. It's been far too long since I've rewatched it, though. I remembered the first time I watched it, I actually just hit replay to watch it again. Because I wanted to rewatch it, like, immediately, which is really rare for me. Usually, I wait a long time to rewatch something. It's not ever just immediate, so it's a good movie. Alright, there's the other side of the hat. It's kind of lopsided, but that's okay. It won't really show much anyway. I guess this doesn't have to be perfect either. It'll only be used for a few months, but I like it to be cute. So there's that, and... my little star. So I think this is probably good enough to try and see how rigging goes. So I'm going to start merging layers. So I just merged the star, and then I'm making a little copy of it to go behind it. Something that can give it some dimension. I don't really know how to explain what I'm talking about, but when it's done in a second, I'll show you what I mean. I'll give like a 3D kind of effect to it. Okay. It's pink, so let's do red here. And the top is blue. Middle is purple. Alright. So let's test it out. So when I move, it'll show just a little sliver of what's behind. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a little black outline too. And give the top one a black outline as well. Just make it pop a little bit more. Right. Oh, that's a fine question, Matthew. So, the question is, mentioned, do you have a bigger TV you got for your convention booth? I haven't been to one of your booths yet, but how do you and Allie make that work? So, basically, guess I'll be candid about how it works, I guess, instead of attempting to pretend. I don't know. So basically, there's like a box, and I sit in the box, and no, Allie's fine. Call me Allie. That's good. So sit in the box. There is the facial tracking thing. There's a ring light in there to get enough light because it's in an enclosed box behind the artist alley setup. And then on either side, there's one screen that shows the model to make sure that her face is moving right. And then on the other side, there is a security camera set up outside, and it's piped inside, and there's 4 of them, and I can see what's happening around all sides of the booth and see the people in front of me so that I can be like, oh, I like your, you know, Mario cosplay, or I see you picked up that keychain or something like that, so I can really interact with people. So that's kind of how it works. I've done a few videos kind of like behind the scenes on how it works on TikTok, but not probably as many content as I should, because it's pretty interesting to see how it's done, but I'm bad at making content. But yeah, so that's pretty much how it works. Alright, hat. Copy. Oops. So, it's a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we figured out how to set it up. It's really nice to be able to interact with Earthlings. It's been a lot of fun, honestly. I wish we would have thought of it before, but it's pretty, it displays the stream and tracking screens side by side. Not necessarily. So we don't stream when we're at the conventions, because some people get, you know, upset about being live streamed. However, and the recording isn't saved either. That's the other thing, is the security camera doesn't actually save the recordings, so that people feel more comfortable to talk to me when they're at the booth. However, I can just draw a little picture of how this works, actually. Let's do a little image here. So this is this is my artist booth from the top down. And there's a little chair here. So I'll draw a little chair for Helper. Sit here and sell some books and stickers and things like that to customers who are walking up from this direction. And then I have this big screen. It's gonna be in front of my table. Previously, it was kind of like on the table, and it was just a little 4x4 screen, but we're going big, so we're gonna do this huge screen. And then there's basically a box that kind of like sits kind of part way on the table, and then we have Allie in here sitting in this chair. You guys just imagine this is a chair. And there is I need a bigger eraser. Let's see. Alright, so then there is a TV on one side that controls security cameras, and on the other side, a VTube studio is displayed so that we can see what's happening. And then in front, there's this bright, blinding light and a little camera. Outside, we have a microphone to be able to pick up what everyone is saying. And then there's a speaker like on top of the box so that people can hear me talk. So that's basically how it works. Yeah, virtual camera is inside the booth, yeah. So, and then it's kind of like enclosed on the back with some curtains that we can shut. So it's kind of snug, and it's very warm in here, but it works nicely. That's how it works. I'm just gonna kind of move this around to see how it does. Yeah, that's fine. This needs a little help though, whatever is happening here. Oops. It's really fun. I'm excited to do it again, that's for sure. I tried to have the convention give us a panel where we could go and do like a panel with me talking to Earthlings, but on a big screen or just wheeling our 50-inch screen or whatever, but I guess they didn't like that idea. However, we will be running one panel, and it's a question and answer session about being a full-time artist with Allie. So, well, that'll be good at least, but I was hoping they would approve the VTuber session. Let's not save it yet. Okay, we're gonna... Looks like we're done with the art, so we're just gonna change the screen orientation real quick. My camera might lose tracking for a second. Hey. Why it's just so difficult to... There we go. Second. Go. Okay. I don't know if that's... Alright, that seems okay for now. Yeah, you're right. VTubers are like ghosts. They don't show up on cameras. They need special cameras to be seen. Yeah, I like that analogy. You need the special cameras to be seen. Okay, so we're gonna name these parts. So we're gonna do Santa hat bottom, Santa hat top, and this is Santa hat puff, Santa hat star base, and star top. LIVE2D actually is the engineering program for making new cameras to capture different images from the VTuber plane. Yeah, I'm making one for my hat right now. The VTuber plane of existence. Some fun VTuber lore. Alright, we're saving that as Magical Princess Santa hat as a Photoshop document, even though it came out of LIVE2D. So now I'm going to close down all this stuff and we're going to open. Yes, we want to save this though. We're going to open LIVE2D, and hopefully the lagging issue has been solved. That's what I'm hoping. We shall see though. I did make that lobster really large though, so... Alright, let's set this up here. I think I have that on gaming though. Gaming. New? And cat. Looks like I deleted my... Wait, it is showing up. It is showing up. Okay. Oh, there it is. Alright, I already set it up apparently, so yay past me. And open... We have to find my my file. So give me a second. CMO3. It was Matthew says, it was especially nice of Allie to offer to be your host. Yeah, it's kind of funny how that came about. I don't know if I've told the story on stream yet about how I became a VTuber, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of not the way you would expect someone to become a VTuber. Oh, hello, Core. Welcome. Nice to see you again. Yeah, I know it's been a while. Holidays got way busy and stressful. So I'm back now, for now. But I shall tell the story of how I became a VTuber. But first I need to find my file. It's distracting me. Have I seen Prima Doll? The name sounds kind of familiar, but I don't think so. I'm gonna look it up. Prima Doll. Oh, actually I watched the first episode of this when it aired, last season, I guess it was? Yeah, I watched the first episode. I liked the concept and the character designs, but I just never, followed through watching a second episode. You recently finished it? Well, give me the whole, rundown then on how you felt about it. Sky 9. Alright, I found my file. Should be good. Alright, so how I became a VTuber. So, my creator had been working on a comic book series about me for, like 6 years at this point. And going to conventions all those times, and sometimes she would cosplay as me to get people more interested in the book series, and then COVID happened, and business was falling apart. She couldn't go to conventions anymore, and then when conventions came back, there was still, like, masking policies, and she really didn't want to get sick, so she had just been introduced to the concept of VTubers and thought it would be really funny if she could stream into the convention as a VTuber, and found a way to actually make that work, sort of, except for she has to be there in person to help me come to life for all the Earthlings. And then at the first conventions I was at, people were like, so do you stream? Like, are you on Twitch or are you on YouTube? And I was like, oh, I guess I should debut as an actual VTuber, huh? And so I became a VTuber. So, it's kind of a roundabout way of becoming one. Kind of fun. Alright, we're gonna drag and drop this hat in here. Alright, the hat imported very large. Shrink that down first of all. And see about what size we want it to be. I think that looks good. I want it to be a little taller though. And make it the top layer above everything, I guess. There we go. Get a little taller. This already looks pretty cute. I'm gonna make it a little tilted as well. I'm gonna be a little tilted on that one side. Thanks, Matthew. Yeah, it's kind of a funny story. Because a comic book character first and then a VTuber later. It's especially funny when we're selling books to people and they're like, oh cool, this is a comic series about a VTuber. And I have to be like, no, actually I'm a VTuber because of this comic series. It's pretty funny. Alright, we're gonna add our texture generator. which is, oof, that's some lag there. Oh god. It decided to completely destroy our hat. Oh god, what is happening here? Okay. I'm just gonna hit the back button. Alright, let's try that again. Sometimes it'll just totally destroy your art if you choose the wrong setting for the mesh generator. Hi, welcome Chara! Matthew wants to know, I wonder how many other VTubers have a story similar to yours. I'm not sure. I do know that so far, I think there's only one other independent VTuber that does live VTubing at conventions and is an artist. So as far as I know, it's just me and one other person. And then I know the HoloLive girls recently did something at TwitchCon or something where they Skyped in on a big screen, so relatively new technology. Actually, when I first started doing this about a year and a half ago, when people would come up to my booth, they would say the only person I've ever seen do this was Mario. Like, Mario from Nintendo apparently did, like, a live interactive VTuber thing or something at some point, and that's what people were comparing the experience to, which I thought was pretty funny. What's going on in the chat? Oh, I see I've been rigging things and it hasn't been showing anything. There we go. There we go! Sorry, guys! I've been doing a little bit of something and it wasn't shown, so I'll just go back through what I did. So basically the only thing I did right now was just use the automatic mesh generator function. Yeah, Hololive and Mario. Yeah. So I guess I feel a little cool for being, you know, one of the first indie people to find a way to pull it off, but I'm sure there will be more soon. I think it's kind of going to be the way of the future for artist alleys. Most artists have a VTuber model these days. Only just noticed there's nothing there. Well, I'm glad that it was entertaining enough without the actual rigging happening. All right, so I have not opened this model in so long. I don't know what kind of strange novice errors I'm about to find, but so this is my head turning side to side. This must be really weird to watch while I'm right here. So let's put Santa hat on one deformer. That's the first thing to do. Warp Santa hat full. So that we can make it disappear and reappear easier. Now for the puff is gonna be on one, so warp top and puff. And one for the bottom layer. Warp Santa bottom, I guess. Matthew says maybe look at Chris Pat to do the Mario boots from now on. What are these, like, evil eyes in the chat? That'd be funny if they did actually get, like, a huge voice actor to do it. Not as weird as editing the actual model, which I've seen before. Yeah. That way you can just, like, pull off the lips and it looks so scary, yeah. I do remember your tips for fighting the queen so far. Just, attack her repeatedly, basically, was your tips, right? I know I should have done it way earlier when it was crisp in my mind. I'm thinking I will do the Deltarune stream next week before the convention if I have time. Tuesday or Wednesday, because that's the only time I have before I leave for Hallmat. But I'd really like to attempt it. Alright, see you in a second, Matthew. Speaking of which, I should probably get some water. I should take a water break. That stay hydrated kind of thing, yeah? I will be right back after a water break. Everyone else go get water too. Find my ending thing. I'll have to watch the Buff Chi thing. Maybe I'll do that during my water break. I'll see you in a second. Alright, we are back. Some ketchup? Are you just gonna just straight drink ketchup? Gross. I don't know, I do love ketchup though. Can't imagine just drinking it though. And loved the buff Hello Kitty reel as well. That's great. Alright, I'm gonna make a new folder. My Santa hat folder. Where I'll put all my Santa hat related toggles and stuff. So first I'm gonna do Santa on for on off. Oops! Oh god, it put it at the bottom. Did I put it up? Now you get to see me scroll through all of my toggles. Have I seen the anime Shiki? No? Once again, though, it sounds familiar, so it's always possible that I could have watched the first episode like I do pretty much everything. I'll look it up in a second when I'm done dragging this into the folder. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's look it up. See if I know what you're talking about. Shiki. No, I haven't watched this, but my creator's partner watched it. So that's how I would know about it. I don't remember what the review was, though. It's been so long. What did you think? Was it any good? You, trying to find skies. Face. Okay, face rotate is what we're gonna slap all these on, I guess. Deformer. I'm gonna put these on. Santa full on rotate. I hate how there's not just a search function for this. I gotta scroll through every single deformer. Let's see. Excuse me while I stare. I need rotate, face rotate. Alright, let's see if that worked. Yeah, see, that worked. Okay, awesome. Now it's firmly attached to her head. It's just not rigged to move side to side, but that is okay. That's what we're gonna do next. Alright, Core's giving us a rundown of the plot line. Alright. Old man gets cancer and is about to die in months. Goes to the park with his dog and dies to some weird alien creature. However, there is a boy at the park right in front of me and the boy also dies. Interesting. It's a crazy plot line so far. Alright, so... Wait. I don't know why the star isn't attached. Huh. Weird. Oh, I was only doing the bottom part. Okay. We're gonna do... hat full first. Oops. A lot of gore. The old man and the boy fight in the end. The old man rips the boy's arms off, and they both realize the world is going to end. So the man and the boy sacrifice their lives. Wow. Is this a 12-episode thing, or is this just a standalone movie? What a crazy plotline. I don't know why this is, not... Gotta be... trying to troubleshoot. Alright, this one... Santa's... Or... Santa full, and then put Santa full on face rotate, I think is gonna be the best method here. Face rotate. Alright. Let's see how that works. Perfect, except for the... This is detached for some reason in a weird way. Alright, reattached. Hey. Okay. It is a movie. Oh, the movie's live action. That's very interesting. So there's an anime that's, I'm assuming 12 episodes, or is it more of like a OVA? It's just a few episodes kind of deal. Okay, weird. All my stuff is apparently not attached. Suddenly attached. Warp. Warp Santa full. I think I will just, not deal with... Oh. No, I guess that wasn't the problem. This rotate is not the problem. Is this the problem? Yep, I found the problem. Maybe I'm too sleepy to do this correctly. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. That was really confusing. Okay. Now we figured out the problem. Let's begin actually rigging. So we're gonna slide everything over. Slide everything over to one side. like so. And I'm just gonna use reflect motion and see how that comes out. Yeah, that's fine. This is kind of like a basic motion, and then I'll do the individual parts to give it a better look. Max says, now I've gone from working on an important assignment to reading about Inuyashiki. I'm sorry, we're just a bunch of distractors on here. Cora wants to know, important question. Jean-Bob versus York. Jean-Bob from The Swan Princess, who is a frog and hilarious, and then York from Magical Princess Sky manga is just a little alien boy who drives a spaceship. I think we have to determine how they're fighting to decide what happens. Because if alright, so it depends. Does York get to have the spaceship? Because if he has the spaceship, he can just attack Jean-Bob from the sky with like a laser and just zap him, just fry his little frog bones. But if they're on the ground, if they're both just fighting fair and square with just their fists, I think the frog Jean-Bob is going to win, because York is a little scaredy cat if he's not behind the controls of the spaceship. That's my answer for now. Yeah, it depends on like what kind of weapons they get. Though I bet Jean-Bob would be better with a sword anyway. Hi, welcome, Allie! How long does your knowledge of comics, manga, anime, movie, TV shows, etc. extend to? It's a pretty loaded question, I'd say. I have very specific detailed knowledge on the magical girl manga and anime genre. I try to keep up to date with new animes that are coming up. I've kind of delved into the knowledge of a few of my other favorites. Obviously, I know a decent amount about manga and how it's traditionally made, how the like industry kind of works, and then you know how I kind of took that and decided to do my own manga, which has the 7 books in it right now. I am a full-time artist, so I mostly just know about art stuff. As far as like movies go, I don't watch a whole lot of movies or TV shows these days, just really just seasonal anime. Yeah. You have some suggestions for some media for me to see? Yeah, I'll take them. Always down for some good suggestions. I don't know where my deformer went. Oh, do you want me to give you suggestions, Allie, or are you giving me suggestions? Let me know. Either one is good with me. Let me know. Yeah, it really depends on, usually I like to ask what anime or manga you like in general, and then I try to base the suggestions off of that. And Core says, me and Alpine made a headcanon. London plays Fortnite randomly. Fortnite dances at random places. Can this actually be canon to MPS? Well, that would mean that Fortnite would be canon. In the MPS universe, which would probably cause some... you know, copyright infringement. Probably not, unfortunately, but I bet he definitely would. He seems like a huge video game nerd if he had access to them, and would absolutely love dancing in random places uncontrollably. Ellie says, I'd recommend reading the graphic novel and or watching the adaptation of The Watchmen. Let's look it up. Hey, The Watchmen. In an alternate 1985 America, costume superheroes are part of everyday life. When one of his former comrades is murdered, masked vigilante uncovers a plot to kill and discredit all past and present superheroes. Interesting. Is that one of your favorites? I don't typically read or consume a lot of the like American superhero genre as much as like magical girls and stuff, but growing up, my creator's father was a huge fan of Batman, so definitely had some of the old comics of that, and some other sci-fi ones. He liked some of the old Star Wars comics and things like that, so that's really like my only like traditional comic introduction. Who's the first to lose in an all-out brawl between all the MPS characters? That's a hard one. Let me think about that for a second. What does the please know about Matthew? Oh, really nice. The best comic series of all time. What is the, what do the critics say about it? And, I guess there's also the matter if, you know, if I would like it. I'm a huge fan of, like, science fiction. So if it has any science fiction vibes, then I'd probably enjoy that. The original founder of the Blue Man Group. Interesting, like the performers, the Blue Man Group? Or has a game suggestion. Mogeko Castle. Going to look that up as well. Mogeko Castle. Okay. Prosciutto adventure game? I do like prosciutto, but I don't know what that means. What is it about? I think you'll have to tell me what it's about. I'm gonna look at images though. Hopefully I don't get any spoilers. Looks like there's some funny little creatures, and it kind of looks like the same kind of format as Deltarune. Is it scary? It looks a little scary. I like the art style though. Oh, noted before I think. Yeah, the character that we were talking about from my original comic book series, Magical Princess Guy, is like one of the alien enemies, and he really just loves being obnoxious, and so it's kind of like he would just dance around in public when it's really not like the time and place for it. I can totally see it. Allie says it's a criticism and demoralization of comic books. Characters are IP to be chosen who and who isn't morally correct by the reader. That sounds interesting. I definitely am one for, you know, the readers deciding if a character is, you know, good or evil or not. Or characters that are kind of like morally gray or attempting to find, you know, what their morals are, basically. It's, it's something that I definitely tried to bring to my own comic book to some extent. It kind of starts out with just the normal magical girl tropes, and then kind of as you go, you know, it's kind of like, is the magical girl actually doing what's right? You know, are, you know, the villains actually doing what's wrong? You know, you kind of realize that the villains think that what they're doing is, you know, morally correct, and you know, they think stopping the magical girl is, you know, saving their planet, even though it's hurting a lot of people. So I'm definitely all for exploring those kind of things in my work. Oh. I don't know why just the base started to move. No, get back there! Okay, grab both of them. Grab both. I don't know why it's not grabbing the top one. So confusing. Hi, welcome, Carl! I'm doing good, how are you? Okay, so the Megeko Castle is free to complete. Interesting game. Not want to show it on stream though. Is it because it's bloody or something, or? Okay, I'm gonna put these on a deformer together. Warp, Santa, star. Good luck on your exams! Now, everybody seems to be, studying. Because it's a pretty important time for, students. So good luck with that. Oh, interesting. So the Watchmen is about more of like vigilantes than actual superheroes then? Alright, putting that star way down there. Putting the star way up here. Alright, let's go ahead and link those corners and see what we get. We're probably gonna get something a little weird. Synchronized corners. Okay, let's see. I really don't know how laggy this is. Yep, Carl. Allie here was just recommending Me, the Watchmen, comic book, and I think there was some other kind of media that went with it as well. Adaptation. Okay, yeah. So graphic novel or movie, I'm supposing, of some sort. I have never heard of it myself, but it's always interesting to hear about such things. Do you know about it, Carl? Godlike being has transcended past the need for human needs like food, water, oxygen, or sleep. Interesting. And that's supposed to be the character of the Blue Man Group guy? Core says the Megako Castle game has heavy gore scenes and... Oh no! Other bad scenes. Only for those who can handle distressing and dark stuff. Probably not me on that second part of that. Probably gore, but I don't know if I could do the other stuff in there. Storyline characters are very well written, can tell you this, the people who made the game. They know how to make you cry over a character. Well, nice. It's always good to hear that there's some thoughtful indie games out there. For some reason, the star didn't do what it was supposed to do. Go back to Y and see what's up here. So it seems like that's correct, so I'm not sure. Why it rigged weird. Alright, let's go. Start going in the corners. Kind of like down, up, other side. There we go. We're getting somewhere. I should hit save before I forget and it crashes. Dr. Manhattan has transcended every human need. Plus, he doesn't need... And the red and blue channels of the visible light spectrum. Interesting. Was the show the one that you were talking about, Allie, as the adaptation? TV show? And I did see the little yellow images. I'm guessing those are the Magokos in the castle? The little creatures. Alright, unlink. Right. Oops. I'm gonna do top and puff, so I'm gonna do, oops. I'm gonna kind of just move this over slightly to give a more 3D appearance. A little bit more. Alright, there we go. Not as wholesome as they look. I figured based on the description of the game. Alright, so the movie is the good adaptation then? The one in 2009 versus a newer TV show version? Do you have any favorite manga series, Allie? I tend to read manga comics like I was talking about. Recently I just picked up Princess Knight from a bookstore in California when I was vacationing there. By Osamu Tezuka, who is frequently called basically like the father of the manga industry, and I had read some of his work back in middle school in the library, and this is one of his works that costs a lot of money to get on eBay, basically, and I was so glad to see they reprinted it so I could buy it at a normal price. It was pretty good. It was just like a fairy tale, basically, but with commentary on, like, gender politics, and it was really cute and pretty insightful. Cora wants to know, has anybody seen the web series called Effet Erased? I haven't finished it yet. I shall look that up as well. I have not heard of that one. Web series. The only web series that I've really watched recently is one called Artist Witch. I don't know how to... It's gonna be hard to... I'll just drop it in the chat. So it's basically just a magical girl series that's really short, done in 3D, but a really interesting art style and kind of explores some really interesting subjects. So that's one that I was watching. It's just kind of a good thing to watch while you're eating real quick, you know? Jello Apocalypse? I've never heard of them, but I like the name. Okay, let's do... Ah! So I started trying to move random parts of my face. Kind of elongate this part. Time to link it. Oh, nice! Boba knows about Artist Witch. It's nice that people know about it. It's good to hear. Yeah, it's just a nice little watch, you know? I need this to cover my head some more. Alright, up. Alright, it is working so far. It's kind of laggy, so I can't tell how well, but... the most mad you've seen me get at a game. It was probably that Mariposa in the Galaxy Man game that I played, because I wanted to love it so bad because it was so pretty and it was an indie game, but I was so mad that it was a demo and there was no clear instructions on how to do stuff. I would think that was it. Or either about in tears after the Queen and Deltarune kept on beating me repeatedly. Sorry to send you on a crazy Wikipedia dive, Matthew, but thanks for joining us. Good luck on the rest of your project. I'll see you again soon. Okay, we're gonna do, Cora says Queen versus Mariposa versus guy who wins. I mean, the Queen's pretty powerful. I would like to favor myself, but since I couldn't even beat her in the game, I probably would not win. Yeah, you're welcome, Matthew. I'm glad you could join too. Santa Physics. Physic, X? Oh, I was supposed to do that as -1 and 1. 2. Replicate. Edit. And Mariposa, I don't think was that good at fighting, so I'd say the Queen unfortunately wins unless it was outside of a video game, and then I could probably win. But inside of a video game, I could not win. That's the sad truth. Warp, top, and puff, physic. Right. I don't know why it keeps on going on a random editing mode. Okay, that's one way, and now the other direction. It's one stretchy puff. Alright, back to the center, and... I don't know, Cora, in your opinion, who do you think is gonna win that battle? Oh, also I forgot to answer the thing about every MPS character who loses first. Who loses first? I don't know, I was gonna say Carmelia, but then, like, she really did whack London with that broom, so I guess she's got some will to protect herself, and I would say York if he's not in the spaceship once again, because he's pretty useless unless he's got access to that fire gun button, but... Okay, that's doing something. I'll send you an email about that, okay, Core? And... Mariposa's loses? Yeah, I think so. Oh, yay, I win! Yay, I'm more powerful! Whee! I'm glad you think so. Right now I'm gonna do... Puff. Puffball. Respect Dove. Warp Puff. And... do make it look a little more 3D by moving it this way. I mean, it makes it actually look kind of flat. I don't know. Yeah, I'll see how it looks with the other physics. We'll put it all together and run it through the thing and see how it works. This way. And wow, 12 episodes a day? Got any recommendations for 2023? Maybe. Are you looking for new or old stuff? Depends on how far back you wanna watch. Okay. Yeah, I just think it depends. And what has been like your favorite anime recently? And maybe I can figure out something based on that. By the way, I did watch some of the recent Pop Team Epic, and it was so hilarious. I loved it so much. Alright, mostly looking for comedy, horror, or action. Okay, let me get my list. Dimmadome is my favorite recently. Okay, well, do I have a recommendation for you? I've been thinking about this anime a lot because my creator and her sister are actually going to be cosplaying from it at this upcoming convention. Have you seen Vivi Fluorite Eyes song? Tell me yes or no, and then I'll go over it, because I don't want to ramble on about it if you have indeed seen it. That's for sure, but... that's a good one. It's a recent one. It is on your watch list? Okay. 12 episodes. Really good. Think like Hatsune Miku is Terminator kind of deal. Yeah, it's spelled Vivi, that's correct. Yes, you're right. So I love it so much. It's really good. The animation is spectacular, the music is spectacular, the plot line is really good. It has to do with robots, cute robots, so that might intrigue you if you were interested in Prima Doll. There's a lot of blood in it, which I think you'll like, and Vivi, and great action scenes. Like, really, really good action scenes. Like, this cute robot girl can kick some butt. It has 12 episodes, so not that long. So you can finish it in a day. I really like it a lot, so I do hope that you like it and enjoy it as well. Yes. Oh, one letter off from your girlfriend's name. Cute. Yeah, I think this will definitely be up your alley, you know. Cute, but also like a lot of blood and gore and action. But for me, I guess I find all that stuff like really cool and tolerable, I think, because she's such a good character, and the anime has like a really strong emphasis on not knowing what justice is. It's like this AI uprising, and she's an AI herself, and she doesn't know, like, what to do because she wants to stop it, which means, you know, stopping, like, basically the development of her own species. So it's just really interesting from my perspective. I just really like sci-fi, and it's been a long time since there's been a really good, like, sci-fi anime that I was interested in. So, I'm loving it. I watched some of Black Rock Shooter, the original one, and I did really like it, but once again, I never completed it, and I'd really like to because it kind of felt like the same vein as the magical girl genre, almost. So, yeah, I haven't had that much time to watch anime recently, but I usually try to keep up to date with a few seasonal ones, and I haven't chosen any anime to watch this season. So, if you have watched any seasonal anime and there was some that were good, please let me know. I mean, I'd be curious to see your recommendations based on things you think I would enjoy anyway. I just won't be able to get to a whole lot of anime for a while. It seems harder and harder. My schedule gets more and more busy. Carl is recommending Redline and Space Dandy. I personally have not seen Space Dandy, but I did see Redline, and it was pretty dang cool. It was pretty dang cool. I really enjoyed the animation. I was just blown away by the skill, the level of detail. I know apparently it took a while to make it, which only makes sense. I was pretty inspired by it too, because pretty shortly after I watched it, somebody was like, we want to pay you to make us a, original manga concept, and I ended up, pitching them this, this kind of like mech racer kind of deal, because I was inspired by Redline and wanted to draw some mechs after I watched it. Yeah, 7 years. Oh, yeah. I mean, the work definitely shows in Redline. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard that, Urasai Yatsura got a remake. Do you know if the remake is any good? Have you started to watch it? I never watched the original myself, but... I always liked Lum's character design, that's for sure, though. Remakes just usually, you never know, so I wasn't sure. Puff star. Yeah, I really wish that something had come of my mech water racer, water world, whatever thingy I pitched. It seemed like a legit company, but I'm not so sure it was by the end of it. Like, things just got a little weird, and then they ghosted me after giving me a whole lot of money, so I don't know what that was about. It's unfortunate. I should really just share the character designs soon, since I was really proud of them. I mean, I worked with the company for, like 4.5 to 5 months on this, this manga concept. Daimaho Toke. I'll have to look that up. Magical girl kills people for no reason. Because she can, and it's goofy. Alright, interesting. Let's look it up. Yeah, interesting. This looks like an older one, and let's see. Parody. A parody magical girl. Interesting. Princess of Magical Land. I might actually watch some of this. I love a good magical girl, a parody. Oh, if you like magical girl parodies, you should watch The Demon Girl Next Door. I forget what is the Japanese name of this? Let me look that up. Girl Next Door. I thought it was such a cute and well done, hilarious magical girl. Sorry, like a magical girl parody that still felt like a magical girl. It's pretty funny. It's just it. I love it. Apparently, it just recently had a second season, but I haven't watched that yet, though. Oh, you personally haven't seen it yet, but you're gonna watch it together. Oh, Machikata Mazoka? Okay, cool! Well, tell me how you and Alpine like it. It's pretty fun. Alright, looks like we got some good physics going on. Let's go to modeling. And... oh. Carl, I haven't heard of Human Crazy University, but I did watch the first episode as Reincarnated as a Sword, and found it surprisingly enjoyable for isekai. I don't typically like isekai, but I thought it was enjoyable, and I liked the cat character. I wasn't sure how it was going to continue, though, so I didn't get another shot. As I said, I'm notorious for only watching the first episode of anime. But, we also watched the first episode... actually, I think 2 episodes of Do It Yourself, and I'd really like to keep watching it, though. I thought the art style was so precious. But we shall see. I guess they're probably almost done, maybe, by now. Recreators, kind of an obscure anime. I have been recommended Recreators before because there was a magical girl character that I believe somebody at a convention recommended it to me. So, if more than one people recommended it to me, I actually want to give it a shot. And I'm gonna look it up so I can actually find out what it's about. Recreators. High school student embarks on a quest for heroes when a mysterious woman brings a video game character into the real world. Interesting. Yeah, I see a girl that kind of looks like a magical girl. Yeah, I'll have to give that one a shot, thank you. Am I standing in front of the screen for some reason? I don't know how I got over there. Nobody told me. I was just like blocking the view. What am I doing there? Okay, Reincarnated as a Sword went strong. That's awesome. Now I'll try watching another episode then. That's always good. Sometimes you never know if anime will continue to be good. I remember a few seasons ago there was an anime I was really enjoying called Severity, and the world building was so cool and I was really into it, but then as it went on it got more and more stupid. And I just never watched the last episode. But, so you just never know. I guess that's what you sign up for when you go into a seasonal anime though. Bludgeon Dokuro-chan. Another magical girl parody and very funny. She kills people for no reason and revives them straight away. Interesting. Let me look that one up too. Kokoro-chan. Nice. You've been watching a lot of anime. Premise of recreators is really interesting and brings up tough questions. Ooh, tough questions about what? I'm interested now. Into Hade. And Santa. Oops. Alright, we... okay, so the physics thingy is not showing. Let me get it to show. Live2D physics. There we are. There it is. So I just input the physics. Gura has her own anime? I did not know that. This is news to me. Oh, one episode. That's really fun, though. Alright. Take off a W, delete, and do Santa. Why? Head. Oh, delete, 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 and why? And input. And Santa Y. So this shouldn't, yeah, this makes it so that when her head goes up and down, it jiggles. Up and down, and then we have side to side. So, makes it look more organic when she looks around. Ah, I can still see the corner of my head. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, interesting. So, Carl says, the world that the magical girl is from doesn't have any gore, and there's less physical pain, so the transmigration to our world is difficult for her. Okay, this sounds really interesting. I'm gonna try to see where I can watch this. Sleepy Princess and the Demon Castle. I watched 2 episodes of that. I thought it was cute enough. That I didn't really feel like the plot was gripping me, or I felt like it was going to be kind of repetitive, because it was really funny for the first few ones, and I love the art style. It's so cute. Then I kind of felt like it was going to be the same thing over and over again. I might continue to watch it, though, if it's, you know, like the same thing doesn't happen repeatedly. I did think she was very cute and very sleepy. I've seen the artwork for Mahou Shoujo Kurumi, but I know it came out a few seasons back, but I couldn't find a place to watch it, so I don't really know what it's about. I was just like, I loved the art style a lot, but couldn't find where to watch it. Where did you end up watching it, and what is it about? Because I really do love the art style. Okay, I'm just fixing up the star angles. Oops. Back. And one more, because it just looked kind of off, unfortunately. Right. Should be better. I'm gonna take it back into modeling and see. Oh, it's got 3 seasons? Are they 12 episodes each? Like full 20 minutes? Oh, you've seen clips. Okay, yeah. I guess I'll probably be able to find some clips on YouTube too then. Oh, why am I over here again? I don't know how I keep getting, like, transported to the other side. But, I'll tell you a secret, and that's, I also do. However, I could not find this one on the specific site that I use. Maybe I'll look it up again, see if, somebody has uploaded it. Alright. Alright, the hat is working. Hat! Naya with 2 A's, des.si. That's what I use. Ugh. Alright, I know it's bad for supporting anime technically, but I try to buy, like, merch as soon as it comes out, for shows that I like, to support them. But I definitely, you know, I don't like to pay for, like, 3 different subscription services and then it be really low resolution and lag. Because I was paying for Crunchyroll for a time, and then later Funimation, and now they're one thing, I guess, but, it would just lag. I would be in the middle of my anime and it would just pause itself while it lagged for like so long, and that's really annoying. I'd rather just watch anime in higher quality and then support the creators in some other way, you know, like buying the manga, buying the merchandise, like that kind of deal. And then for older anime, it's also kind of like the Blu-ray discs are gonna be super expensive anyway. I have a few that I bought because I really love those anime, but it's like I'd rather watch it first instead of, you know, paying $100, you know, $300 for a used Blu-ray disc. It's just hard. Yeah, ads on sketchy sites. The one I use, you download the files. So just like download them high resolution and then play them from your device, basically. But even that can be like kind of sketchy for like a virus standpoint. So, but well, I'm glad that they didn't give you a virus or anything like that. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the new Pop Team Epic. It's been really funny. I watched up to the episode where they do the whole the drawing thing where they have like the flippy pages where they've like hand drawn every scene, and that was amazing. Yeah, let's do like a random animation to see how the hat moves around. That was so impressive. I was thinking, like, how would you do that in a week? Like, jeez. I can't imagine being able to do that, that's for sure. Yeah, it was taken in one shot. That was amazing. Hello! Welcome, DX Diag 778. It looks like the rigging went pretty well. It's a little laggy, so I can't tell 100%. I'll probably do some tweaks later on. But right now, it looks pretty good. For the hat, I mean, it looks better than the one that I'm wearing currently, that's for sure. And compare them. Compare the motion, I'll try to do the same thing she's doing. Turn my head that way, turn my head this way, blink. Yeah, see that hat looks way better than the one I'm wearing, that's for sure. And yeah, Pop Team Epic is pretty funny and impressive, and they had some really, really awesome anime studios working with them. I was really surprised. They had like what looked to be, you know, potentially Gainax that did Evangelion for the train scene one, and then they had some huge like mech guy that did the mech one, which I also loved. It was so cool. Oh, thank you! Thanks so much, DX Diag! I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping in and subscribing. And then there was the other one that I'm sure was done by some famous guy, as the one where they beat up Cthulhu or whatever. It's really nice to see the budget in these comedy skits. It's really funny. Alright, we can see how the hat kind of moves. I definitely think it needs some adjustments, but I'm not really sure what needs to be done with the lag. I don't know if there's anything else I want to do to her before her big debut on the massive screen. Oh, nice! The manga! Maybe I should get the manga. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, I did know the cover was just them doing the middle finger thing. Pretty funny. Yeah, we binged the first episodes up until the flipbook one all in one night. I mean, it's easy to binge them though because we didn't watch both voice actor versions. We just skipped to the end to see what the voice actors say in their little commentary segment, but okay, so it looks like we have a rigged hat. I'm gonna press save here. Hello, welcome Vivi. I don't know what else I should do before home mat to get her all ready. Maybe some improved leg rigging. I think right now, let's look at our leg rigging. I don't know if that popped up. Yeah, that popped up. So for leg rigging, not much, but maybe it's good their legs don't shake too much, so it looks more like she is just moving around. That's okay, Vivi. Thanks for dropping in. A lot of people are studying on the stream today. It's like everyone's having a study session together, kind of. Yeah, Pop Team Epic would be awesome if it continued, like, every day. I wonder if the creator has that much content, but it's pretty funny, and I feel like there's not enough, like, purely comedy anime of that kind of genre, these days, so it's definitely really refreshing to just get, like, this pure comedic thing, I guess. Or at least comedic thing that I actually find funny, because my sense of humor is just like... I like pretty random things. Like things that are like so off the wall or don't make any sense, and that's why I like Pop Team Epic, so... Definitely where my tastes in humor lie. The back of my hair move? I don't know. Back hair? This is the question. Did I ever make my back hair move? Don't know. No, apparently it moves, it just didn't look like it was. I mean, it's probably because it's lagging so bad. Alright. I'll save. Here's what we will do. Since I am done with that for the moment. Where am I? Ooh, I must need to add myself. I'll add myself in here. I have arrived. Too big. So it's been a while since I've been on this screen, but I figured since This was making my computer lag Live2D, and I'm pretty much done for now rigging her until I can see it without the lag. I'll just close that down and talk with you guys a few more seconds here before I head off. Oh, I'm glad Vivi thinks so. So this must be the Vivi then, huh? That's awesome. Well, hello to Vivi. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I do like this like Christmassy thing that suits me. I'm glad that it'll be animated next time. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Oh, when will I stream next? I'm so glad. I really like the I really like streaming too. It just hasn't been like the hugest priority recently. My life has been so busy, and Holmat coming up makes it even busier. However, I am planning on streaming that Deltarune stream either Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Hold me to that, I guess, so I don't run off. I'd really like to stream again before the convention, and then after the convention, I'll do like a post-convention stream, so something holiday themed where I can recap my experiences and talk about how it went. So that'd be fun if you would join me for that as well. So Deltarune next, Tuesday or Wednesday. I hope you're there to help me through the struggles of fighting the queen. And thank you, Carl! I'm glad you like how the textures turned out. So this would be like kind of a sequiny fabric to match my dress, and then obviously the shiny thing, and I'm just glad that it's not going to be the sticker, because when I'm looking at it, I'm just imagining how much better the rigged version looked, so that is exciting. Well, thank you everyone for joining me, and I'll see you again very soon, I hope. Very soon, I hope. Okay, you can send me an email about more anime recommendations then, Core. Alright, thank you everyone! Have a good night! Happy holidays! I'll stay in the chat while I make wishes, even though I haven't got that wish thing fixed yet. Bye-bye!